All right, welcome to everyone. We're going to start off with Homesnap as the app that we're going to use first. Hopefully everyone has that installed. I'm afraid that you do. And we're going to start from here. I'm going to start off with some basics and then we're going to move forward with some more advanced things. But we're going to do some basics just to make sure you have your presence out there because it's very important, especially now to have your presence. So if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a Me button. If you press that, it'll bring you to the screen that I'm currently at. It'll have your face. Please put your face in there. Everyone recognizes you with a face. Make sure that's up to date. Make sure your real estate company you're currently with is up to date. Okay, there's a public profile that everybody gets to see, an agent only. So this is really nice if you're looking, if you've got a deal offer accepted or not, and you want to know if the agent's experienced or not, you can actually see, look up that agent and see how many deals they've done, or look for their cell phone number, because many times we look on MiRealSource, try to find the agent, and they never put their own personal cell phone number. It is actually, you'll most likely find it in here. Okay, I'm going to go back on screen. You can find your listings, which is really nice. You can actually go on here if you're out on the road, which we're all not now, but this is made for when we're fully interactive, that you can go here, click on a home, and you can actually do your first your personal listing, or you can go on here and edit your listing. Okay. Let me go back one here. The next one is, I love the most, is message. I use this a lot. This is another form of texting system with our clients to know what's going on the houses that are out there, and it's a direct message and it brands your client to you. So I guess let me just step back one screen. Go back to me. This is where you invite your clients, right here with this invite button with the plus. You want to go in here and you want to put in their name or their email, however you have them in here, and invite them. Do not hit the invite all button because we have other real estate agents and stuff in here, and I'm not going to accept it, and you're just going to waste your time. Okay, so you just click on who you want to invite, all the people you want, and hit the invite down here and then done up here, and they'll invite them. Okay. After they're invited and they're your client, which is really nice with Homesnap versus some of the other things that are out there, it brands everything to you. It looks like you're the person, I don't want to say it looks like you're the listing agent, but all the information comes back to you. So if they have any questions, it keeps forwarding that information back to you. So they don't contact the listing agent. So, and they can't, I call it, cheat on you. So when they're listed with you, they can't be listed with somebody else with Homesnap. It's just a one agent, one person deal. So there's no overlapping of agents to one person with Homesnap, which is I kind of like. All right, now we can go to where it says Homes, which is down at the very bottom middle. This is where a lot of the action happens back here. When you get there, there's a couple of buttons on your right-hand side. If you want to go where you're currently at, you hit the Near Me button right here. This is a little radio button here, and it centers you to where you're currently located at. Okay. This will zero in, and you can actually look at some of this. This screen is meant to pinch and pull, so you can move it back and forth. Sorry, I didn't mean to get everyone sick, but you can kind of see what's going on in the neighborhood. The red dots mean currently sold. The blue dots mean they're not on the market. Orange means under contract. Purple means an open house, but we're not going to see any of those kind of lately. And green means up for sale. So which is actually kind of nice. You can actually click on a house. You can see the pictures of the home. I'm going to hit the little X to go back on screen. It gives you all the details on the house. There's a great safety timer. So if you're in the house and you're meeting a client for the first time, when we finally do get to do that, you can actually go here. You can put a timer on here and who you want to contact in here to let you know in case of emergency. And it sends a notification once you start the timer. It'll send a notification to the person, hey, it's been 20 minutes or however long you have it signed, set for. It sends the location of the property to that person, and it lets them know, hey, call this person, call 911 or whatever it is. I forgot what it exactly says, and to notify them. My husband and I call back and forth. If I don't call him back in a certain time frame, he'll call me and say, hey, are we still meeting up for dinner? And that's better than the red file. And it's a yes, no answer. And with that yes, no answer, he knows I'm in trouble or not in trouble. So just think of a safety word for you guys and make it safe. Okay. The next button down here is called the Rapid CMA. This is nice when we're finally out in the field and you're looking at a couple of homes. You can actually click on this to see if the house is overpriced or not overpriced, because they'll start asking you to compare the houses. And you can see what the other ones are on the market, and you can click them and just keep following the steps. I'm going to just do this really fast, and I'll email you and you can compare with the recent sales, and it'll just hurry up and send them a CMA as well as you. So this is a really great feature that's quick, easy, out on the field, because our clients always want that information right now, especially in the market that we're going to have. Everything is going to be fast and furious again. On either current listing or sold property, it'll show you the details on when it's finally sold, or when it listed, the price changes, who both sides were. Agent information. Did I pass property lines? I'm close. I did not. Okay. It leaves the confidential information for the clients there, or for us to know what's going on about the property. Compensation. And if it's listed in MiRealSource, it'll leave your seller's disclosures, and all the important disclosures that we need will be in here, okay? And this more listing details. What I love best about this, it gives you the school districts. It'll let you know exactly what elementary, what junior high, what middle school, and high school. If you have a customer who has a work location that they want to make sure that they want to live, I don't know, 30 minutes from home, this is a great way to go in here and set a work location to make sure it meets that radius. You put in the address and you go from there. Property lines. When you're on the property, this works as a good approximation for vacant land. And you can actually hit walk the property lines on it. When you're out there, you hit I'm here. And it'll show you some blue lines of where the property are at. I try to go outside really fast and do my house really fast, but it's a subdivision and it looks really funky in the pie. And I can't find it. Yes.
You want to slow down just a little bit when you're moving through from one screen to the next. We've got just a couple of people asking if you just to slow down a wee bit.
Okay, I will. I'm sorry.
It's hard to see when you're not seeing faces and saying, oh, when you see people, you can see that you just need to slow a wee bit. Cool. All right. And then actually, as long as I have you interrupted, when you go back to the home screen, you don't have to do that now, but Pete Rydell did not have all of those little buttons on the right-hand side. So we want to just address that when you go back to the main front of a listing.
Okay.
Cool, thank you.
Home screen, is he missing the pro? We'll have to open it up for him and ask him, does it say pro agent at the very bottom?
Cool.
Okay.
I'll chat him back and make sure he's doing that.
Okay.
Thanks, Franny.
No problem, thank you. You do have to slow me down. I'm Italian, I'll speak really fast, and I'm trying to slow this down really fast because I do know I speak really fast. So, no problem. So when you're out of the screen, hit done. And then if you're really close to some other houses in the area, it'll show you some other property that's up for sale in the area. Ooh, this is really cool too when we get here. This is a new feature that Homesnap came on. He's most likely to sell, and we'll touch on that real briefly in a moment. I'm going to back out of the screen. So like I said, this is a pinch pull screen, so you can move this around. This works really well for your clients, so please invite your clients to this. If they like Zillow, they're going to love this, and you're going to teach them this because Zillow lies, and it's just the way it is. This is more accurate because it pulls right from my MiRealSource. All right. Now, we said the gentleman didn't have the radio buttons here on the side where it says commute, draw, near me, layers, and listing, correct? Deb?
Correct. Sorry, I have to unmute myself. Takes me a second to get there.
Okay. Do you have the pro agent down here at the very bottom? Because you might be logged in as a guest and you actually have to register yourself as a real estate agent if this does not show up on here.
Yeah, he said he does see the confidential data, just
Okay.
that. So Pete, are you not on the home screen then? Oh, actually, I could unmute him if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, attendees. We got 22 attendees on here. That's awesome.
No kidding.
What's really awesome, Connie hasn't even used Homesnap yet. She is going to love it.
Oh my God, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, I swear to God.
Okay, Pete, you now have a microphone.
Okay, when I open up the app, Homesnap app, I do see the Pro Agent down at the bottom, and the only radio button I get is the Near Me one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to click on the Pro Agent tab?
No, because if you got it, it'll look just like this. Right?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Your screen looks just like this.
Yep,
Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
iPhone.
Okay, yeah, you should. I'm using an iPhone as well. And you have the Me button where it shows your information, correct?
Yes.
Debbie, you want to write down his name because we might have to ask tech to ask Home.
Yep, I'm already reaching out to them. Thank you.
No problem. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, once you start, these other little buttons here are phenomenal, especially if you have a client with a commute time and it makes a circle around it. It's really nice. That's up here at the very upper top one. You can actually draw, like pinch in, and you know that someone wants to stay in a certain part of like Macomb Township, they want to stay, that's just where I happen to be at. You can click the draw button and you can actually use your finger and draw the boundaries that they want to stay in because they want a certain subdivision. And it'll just pull up everything in there. And then you can hit the list button down here and it'll just list it right out for you. Really saves your time and features. And these are the same features they have as well. Okay. Also, you can go back to, if you do save searches in MiRealSource, you can go to save searches, the button at top. And I can pull up one of my buyers or whatever. And it'll give me the search parameters that I put in for this particular buyer. All right, if my screen is stuck. Okay. I hear typing away over there.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, yeah, so actually, as long as I've got your attention, Kim did ask, and we'll have to address this a little later, so I just wanted to remind you to do this too. So Kim Fagali, has anyone upgraded to the $99 per year? If so, is it worth it? And what are the advantages, differences?
Kim, I have. And I have not seen too many advantages at all. Zero. Zip. Other than I lost $99. But to honestly, I need to sit down with Homesnap a little bit more and talk to them. And I'm not usually one of those people that spend extra money for apps just because I don't think we should. But I need to talk to Homesnap a little bit more. Maybe there's some more hidden things that I'm not seeing, but I'm not seeing too much because they just released the warm heating maps, and that is phenomenal. It works really great in Macomb County that I'm finding out, but I haven't seen it really well in Oakland County and some of the other counties. And we'll touch base on the warm heating maps if you guys don't know about that.
And I know Colleen has used it and she's had some success with that, with buying the advertising and stuff like that. So that was, you know, and it just all depends on how you're using it too. And we
Yep.
have yet to get a class on that because it's not within our purview to do that, but we do have a demand for that.
Yep, like I said, I haven't had made quite time. I was supposed to make time, but with all this going on, a ton of webinars and getting everyone up to technology, it's just really been hard to sit down with them because it's just not on the priority list. Okay. Next button we're going to go and use. I'm hoping everyone keeps up here. Okay. Since we talked about the home heating, the heat maps, we're going to change up at the top where it says all homes. I'm going to hit the near me because this works best if I can just do it from here. And down at the bottom, you see where it says likely to list and stuff like that. There's a filter button over here up to your upper right-hand corner. I want you guys to click on that. So it opens up. I have it listed. I'm trying to go back and forth, sorry. I want to know the houses that are most likely and likely to list. I leave everything else open. I want who listed in the past year. And sometimes I'll go 2 years depending on the subdivision that I know it doesn't sell very much. And I leave everything else kind of open because I want to be able to filter out what I want to see. And you just hit apply. It takes a minute for it to see. Now you got to pinch so you zoom out a little bit and let it update itself. Okay. The big round blue dots are clusters. So you just have to click on a cluster, and that's where the cluster of information is at. We all must be on here at the same time because it's not updating really fast. Hold on. All right, if you guys zoom on your properties, maybe it'll show up on your guys's. See, this is what we were talking about, Debbie, the other day, that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It was just working yesterday when we were playing with this.
Yeah, I think, yeah, as you zoom in, sometimes it's a little slower. I have noticed that when you're looking for those heat maps to populate.
I'm gonna hit list. There we go. Let's see.
Ah, there you go.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
already
a for sale.
Yep. They usually pull up in big clusters like these. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take the drawing off. Cancel drawing. There we go. Nope. It's still being a.
There, it's starting.
It's starting to come in. Oh, this is such a great feature. I wish you guys could see this. It's being, I think, because we're all in here.
Should be zoomed in a little more.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. This is. I'm probably getting everyone dizzy by trying to play with this. Okay, if you ever pick in an area and it'll actually say likely, most likely to list, and I don't understand why it's not working today. It wants me to pinch in to see homes. I don't pick this. When you finally does work, it really does work, because I've done it and did some phone calls and did some circle prospecting. And tap it. All right, I tapped it like you asked me to. There we go. All right. All right. So which is really cool. There we go.
Oh, did you click on that first listing there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So she's finally got the stuff to load for that most likely to list, and she clicked on one of the listings that had the orange circle around it that said it was likely to list.
There you go. This is when it was up for sale in September. It came off the market in December. So it did not sell. So they're easy, low growing fruit here, guys, to pick from. This is when it bought in 03. So they have a nice equity into the home. This is actually the person's name who owns the home, their last known phone numbers and emails. Oh my God, let me just give you guys the correct information. This is the best thing ever. This is what they bought the house, how much their loan estimate is. I mean, that's pretty wonderful. Easy marketing, guys. It works really well in Macomb County. I'm sorry, my screen went a little fast for you guys. Like I said, I know it works in Macomb County the best than it does in Oakland. I use it a lot in my circle prospecting. I say about 70% of the time the numbers will be correct. If not, it's one less step at property BSNA to see who owns the property. Okay. And it'll just show you more. It's in that area, in that little cluster. Okay. The key thing is to make sure it says on all homes right here, and make sure you change your filter. Because if these don't align, it won't work. Okay. Let's say you find, I'm going to go back out of the screen where it says homes at the bottom.
So Franny, we had a question. Could you, let me go back to my questions. Can you do this part again? So can we go back to selecting the filters from the home screen? So from the home screen, go through the actions of pulling up those likely to list.
Okay, we're back at the home button here. So we got all the property here. Okay. Sorry. So we're right back here at homes. And I change it from for sale to all homes up here at the top. Now I'm going to filters. The best way I can tell you to see the most here is leave it to most likely and likely. This button up here. Okay, go back to filters. Leave everything the same. I only play with this one here. And you can choose how long back. Last time it dated for that it listed, I go back 1 year. You can do whatever you want. I just noticed a year or 2 years work best for me to get more information. And I don't play with anything else. And you must hit apply. And then you got to slowly just let the data come in. And then you just tap on the blue clusters. And then I hit list. And I'll pick up the houses in that area. Did I go too fast?
Well, we'll see if anybody has any comments. I thought that was really nicely done.
All right, I'm going to go back to the for sale properties. Okay. And what it is, went to a house really close to me. We were also talking about sending a property that you think your client might like. So we found one because we were searching. I'm going to tap on it. I'm going to slowly scroll up, and it shows these cute little bubbles at the very bottom here. There is a message bubble, a star, and a push button. These are for iPhone. I think on an Android is this button, and a share carrot, I believe it is. On the iPhones, if you use the very first one, it creates a bubble. And what this is so you can forward this to your client. So I'll just share it to my husband who loves to receive weird stuff from me. And it actually will send it to him. I put a great message, check out this house.
I love the messaging feature on here.
Yeah. I gotta tell him this way he doesn't think I'm moving. I do this once in a while.
My husband gets a lot of those messages from me too.
And what is nice is, you know, people have iPhones or Androids, you never know if they ever check their messages. You can see when it's been read, which I love. This way I know they're checking their messages. Or if they haven't seen it, I can call them to say, hey, check it out. So when it comes to them, they get the app, they'll get the house, and they can actually look through it.
And also in that messaging, so she can see all the messages that she sent to her client, her husband, at one time, or, you know, throughout their history.
Yep. I'm trying to find someone safe that and you can see back from the house that showed this person, it's already went under contract. It's still available because it's green.
Yep, and
No water.
orange is under contract, right?
Yes.
The corner dots there, corner cover?
Someone asked a question?
Nope, not yet. Oh, that was my reminders, sorry.
Okay.
The remote and paperless agent is starting in half an hour with Colleen and Dave DeReese.
Nice.
We also have one on Friday too for those, or Thursday for those of you guys who are on the call with us today.
Is there any questions before I go to a different app? That's just some really good basics, couple advanced things. Any questions? I mean, I can get into school districts and all that stuff, but I think for some of you guys who just downloaded this and actually start using this, I won't scare you and show you the layering of the school districts and stuff like that, because that might freak you out.
Well, there's a couple things like the safety timer, which, you know, is not applicable at this time because we're not going to be actually at a listing or a showing. So
Right.
That's not exactly pertinent right now. She showed you the rapid CMA, property history on every listing.
Mm-hmm.
You could also hit on this one, you could get notified of price changes. So you or your clients can do the same. It should be, was that close to the top? History.
Right here.
Oh, that's right. Mortgages are in there now too, that's new. It's awesome.
Right here, notice price.
The big one. That's why I couldn't see it.
You can
Yep,
favorite as well with the star. You should go in there and star all your own listings because it just shows up in the news feed where it says news articles that it's a favorite property. And when you spend more time in here, you can see what your clients favorite as well. And that's easier to see from a desktop. You can use this from a desktop as well.
Yeah, I love that. So I love the fact that the related agents are right here, because how many times, were you on the road and say you needed to call Matthew, is it Prate? So instead of having to push buttons to dial his telephone number, you could simply select the arrow and click on the little telephone button and bam, you got a call. That's why you have access to every single agent that we are sharing data with. Look at that right there. You can message him, call him, email him, add him to the address book, and of course, my favorite, you can go creeping on him too. And that's what Franny had talked about earlier. When you want to look at a particular agent, this guy, this is over the last 24 months. He's got 200 listing sides. Those can be skewed though. So if they list it, withdraw, list it, withdraw, list it, that counts as 3 listings. So those numbers can be skewed sometimes.
A little bit.
Yeah, and you'll even see his listings down there.
Mhm.
So he's got 3 actives, 3 pending.
Remember,
So
we
you
all
can-
can click on each other.
Yeah, so you can find out what area they actually specialize in. The only time that does not work is generally on a co-listing, unless some algorithm has changed. So if I were Franny's co-lister, I don't believe the information shows up under me just yet.
No, it's a skewed a little bit. My daughter is my co-listing agent on all my properties, and it's not correct. So
Yeah, so if I were to go creeping on her, it looks like she's got nothing, right?
I think so.
Well, I'm going to start creeping on her. What does Miss Veronica have? I love this. You just got to know how to spell names. That's the only drawback.
Oh, yeah.
All righty. And then, of course, well, the public and confidential listings or listing information is in there.
Mhm.
No can do schedule a showing at this time. And so Franny is going to get into the ShowingTime app. And then after she gives you the basics information about ShowingTime, I will let you guys know the new information that the team we were working on this morning at our morning conference call about what's going on with ShowingTime, virtual showings, virtual open houses, and how we're going to be addressing that.
Perfect. This is a regular listing. Normally, right here where it says schedule with ShowingTime is where the button is to schedule is showing. As you see here, it's going to look like it's going to let you, but it's not going to.
Yes. You can still schedule through the app. So that is the workaround at this time. You can't schedule through Paragon, but you see, you can't go out and show a property anyway. You're gonna get
Right.
busted. Your peeps are gonna rat you out for doing that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
We've already seen it. We've fielded the calls about it. So stick to the virtual showings, video tours, and all that. Which
They work-
also, don't forget, is it this Thursday? Oh, that's last week's schedule. Here we go. I should probably look at this week's schedule. This Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock, we'll be launching our newest webinar class. It's virtual showings and virtual open houses. How to do it, how to upload, those type things like there. So it's a 1-hour class this Thursday afternoon.
I recommend everyone to take them. We can still do listings and we can still do virtual tours. I just did one and I've just listed one and I sold one virtually.
Woohoo!
So it's possible, guys, still work. Okay. So we're basically done with this app. No one has any more questions. We're going to go into ShowingTime, okay?
Shocking, no tours in the next 30 days.
I know, right? Can't believe that. So here is basically, I touched the hamburger bar up at the top to open this side screen. This is where you would go to click to hit showings, but because of what's going on, you really can't. So here's a list of stuff that I showed or my property that I've had in the past, or going from here. I'm gonna go back to the sandwich bar. You have a showing cart. This is great when you're online. Can't show how that works. You can click on my listings. It shows everyone who sold the property in the past here. Well, you can pull it up. Oh my God. Did they shut the app down all the way?
No, they should not have. Well, who knows? I mean, this is a very fast changing market.
Okay. I think the feed bar or the, okay. Feedback is still found here, and you can actually push them to your sellers from here. You can view what they have to say and go forward. I'm gonna go back. And here you can give quick feedback. I love to be in the car and give feedback as soon as I can because I forget. And I'll remember the house with the red door or something silly like that. So especially when you're showing the house and it's geo-tracking you and are you done? I always say, yes, I'm done. So the agent or the client knows to go back home because I'm done. And I hurry up and give them feedback. Because don't be that agent that never gives feedback. Because I remember, I'm going to show your house one day. So give feedback. And I didn't have to do that one. That was my own property. You can come in here and find your listing report activity for your clients. And this is a great way so they can see how many showings that they have. This is one that's virtual, so they're not going to have anything. But if they had a lot of activity and you just want to send them a quick worksheet, you just send it from here. And it's really nice when it's actually up and working. We have a lot of tools to follow up with sellers to give them information that we're actually working, we're trying our best, and things like that. So take advantage of learning the apps, playing with them, and going and doing that. There is market stats hidden in here. I don't know if you guys knew that. I learned this one from Chris Nixon.
Yeah, they are the same product or owned by the same people. That's why those are located in there now.
Yes, and I didn't realize that. So if you're on MiRealSource and you've ever used market stats in there and understand how to use that, I would learn how to use it in MiRealSource, the platform first, before you try to use it in here, because then it won't make sense of what you're looking at, how to fill in the fields and go. But you can do a static map, you can do a live map of what's going on in the market, what current trends are, and you can actually push it straight from here. It's really a great tool. Go back to ShowingTime. And it's really hard to show you any more from here. All right. When I'm assuming that class will be busy again when we start having to show houses again.
Yep.
Now,
all right. So what I would like to tell you guys about ShowingTime right now. So because we cannot do in-person showings, so where we are moving to, because this isn't going to end very quickly. So you can change your showings to a go and show. Now, in doing so, you're going to have to remove the lockbox information from that ShowingTime. So change it to a go and show, add a video link into the notes section. And you're going to also add something like a note, say, view the video link below in place of an in-person showing. So that's going to be how we can get around that right now. We are currently working on, so Paragon, first up, on 1 week from tomorrow, Wednesday, will introduce a new field. Virtual showings, yes or no. So they're all going to be yes for here on out for a while. So when you mark it as yes, you'll have a virtual showing on this one. You then have the opportunity to put a link into the notes section. Now, in order to get this link, because you've taken a video on your phone or your homeowner has taken a video on the phone, remember, they don't have to do any voiceovers, anything like that. Just have them take a video walking through the home. You can do the talking over that. And then that video, you'll have to save it to either Vimeo or YouTube. So that's how you get a link, is you got to upload your video from your phone onto YouTube or Vimeo. I'm sure there's others. Those are the only two that I really know about. So that is how we are going to be scheduling virtual showings. So that way we still know how many times the home was viewed. So right now, if you look at the showing statistics across the country, they've all taken a dive. It looks like there's no showings going on. But realistically, we're all moving to these virtual showings where you're going to have a walkthrough of the home via video, and you can also do them in an open house kind of thing, where you can go Facebook Live on a recorded video and talk about things like that. So that's where this Thursday's class is going to help you out with. And then don't forget that remote and paperless agent will also help you get through working remotely. All right, so, and I know that was a lot to throw at you. The staff and I have been talking about that in depth, about how we're doing this, how ShowingTime is doing this. So also ShowingTime is going to be adding we're asking. We want a virtual tour option in there. So you can simply click, yep, virtual tour, here's my link, and everything works smoothly like ShowingTime always had in the past. And then for more information, you guys can always email me. It's D Fajardo. Actually, I know it's hard to spell, so I'll put that in the chat box. So you guys can email me with any of these questions you have. There's going to be a lot of crazy off-the-wall questions going on. Can we do this? Can we not do that? Information is coming out daily, and it's coming out from many different avenues. So we've just got to decipher it and figure out how we're moving forward. And don't forget, always check with your broker. Okay, thanks, Franny.
No problem. All right, so like I did a walkthrough tour and I just stuck it on the unbranded virtual tour. So we're going to take it off of there and put it into ShowingTime. Is that what we're going to do?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
I said I already had my client do a walkthrough tour, and I put it on the unbranded tour of the listing. We're going to take it from there and put it on ShowingTime instead.
Yeah.
Or keep
Yep.
both places. Okay.
Yep. So you can do it in both. So you can take that unbranded one as a ShowingTime. So it would be the virtual tour.
Okay. Perfect. Just
And that way we're still logging in who wanted to see the home, who's touring the home in a way,
Yep.
So we're not flying blind.
Nice. Do you still want to do transaction coordinator or?
Yep, transaction desk. That'd be perfect. Oh, hey, and gang, you'll see that what Franny has up as her background is a Homesnap cheat sheet that MiRealSource put together, and that's searching homes for sale within a particular school attendance zone, not the school district, but the attendance zone. So who's actually going to go to, well, St. Clair High School? I mean, everybody goes to my one high school here.
So people just want Eisenhower schools or just Dakota or just a certain high school, Henry Ford. It'll show that for you.
Thanks for bailing me out on that one, Franny.
No problem.
That's the only
Everything goes to Port Huron.
That's the only thing about living in Podunkville. It's too easy to find your school.
Exactly.
All righty. So transaction desk, how are we going to keep our transactions going mobily?
Okay. So I hope that everyone has downloaded the app before they came on here, because there's several steps to downloading that app. You have to get an access code and go back and forth to your email. So I'm assuming everyone's already done that.
And if not, you guys will probably go to the MLS documents in Paragon and search for app, and you'll have a couple of them. That's just the easy way to find it. And again, any questions on that, email me or tech support. Oh, I think I gave you my wrong email address. I'm not a .com, I'm a .net. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, you want to share my screen back again?
Don't you have it?
I thought I did. Hold on.
Yeah, you're just not sharing anything at the second because your phone, did your phone go off?
Oh, I did. There we go. Oh,
Yeah, you'll notice my lovely picture is on that screen now. I don't know how it got there. I put it somewhere, I guess.
okay. So you can do everything from writing a contract, sending it out, and getting.
We're not.
Oh,
We're
what?
not seeing it.
Oh, let me see. Show screen. Hold on. Can you see it now?
There you go.
You can do everything you can. This is the page that shows up as soon as you open the app. So let's say you want to create a new transaction. So this is perfect. You got, remember, this is just like your big screen. So you can either go start here with the quick, or you can go down here with the sandwich bar. So I like easy. So we're going to go right up here and click put a contact.
No, that's me.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute, I thought I turned mine off. So go in here and just, I'm gonna just kind of, my house here, home. I'm gonna just type in, you use your roll bar. You can actually do a full listing from here if you want. Import the data. It's just as simple as we are used to. Just choose your county, tax ID, just like you normally would, and it would just actually populate. You have same access to everything you normally would, just on a smaller screen. So get your readers out, people. So you go through, everything is already populating. This is just for a listing. I'm going to cheat and just hit next a ton of times just so we can get this going a little bit faster. And next, it should automatically auto-populate with whatever your company has in there. And if it doesn't, that's okay. You can add the documents just like you normally would with the little plus sign up here up at the top. And it'll bring you to upload the documents. So you go here. And you just go through and pick out the documents that you need. Okay. Easy to work with. And you just send it back and forth. I'm going to go back to the sandwich bar. My company doesn't have anything automatically documented in there. But if you want to go to that then sign, you just click on that. Pull up whatever you need to pull up. I just choose one really fast. Add it to the bucket. Sorry, that's deleting. One layouts. Sorry. Okay. And it adds already the participants, making sure the document has layout, go for the design. And you just send it. If everything looks good. And you can toggle back and forth to who needs sign. You drop and drag, which I already did. This is something that's old. And I can't get it to go further. Only bad thing about here, you gotta break out your readers. Sorry, Debbie, got stuck.
Oh, nuts.
I know, right? It's my screen is stuff. It won't let me. It won't let me go any further. I'm sorry, guys, it's stuck.
Is there something that needs to be selected, or
Yeah.
you're outside of my realm?
There it goes. The sign button wouldn't let me touch.
Ah,
So, because I got that cold fingers right now, so it's being a pain. So you just take and you drag, and there it goes. And if you have an extra one, you just delete it with the garbage can. See how I did that in here? You just change who needs to sign right up there. And you click who needed to sign. And then you can click on the sign button. And you either get the initials or whatever you need to grab. So if you need it, just initials, you click with the initials. And you pull the initials wherever it needs to go. If it's in the wrong space, because it's not liking it, just hit the garbage can. It's a little harder, but it can be done on your phone.
yeah, I have heard of people doing an entire transaction on their phone like this. And I think it might just be because they don't have a laptop or a desktop, and a lot of people still think that they can do everything from their cell phone. And here's proof that you can do a lot from your cell phone.
It is, and you really can. Usually I bring my Surface Pro with me, but you can do it all from here. You can see you can send out the invitations for it to be signed. And just hit send invitations. I'm not going to resend this because I already have a document that's already signed. But you just send the invitation out. You can still customize the invitations. Just re-sign, please, whatever you need to put in there. But your whole listing can be done, or a whole buyer's package can be signed through here, as long as you know how to slowly click and know your documents well, that where you need all the initials, because God forbid you miss an initial. Okay, and you still can access. You can see how the whole side has everything you need, from your doc box to your instant forms. So you can scroll through here and you can still pull the forms and pull them in there. You have access to everything. And if you're one of the companies that has everything automatically downloaded for you, you're in better shape than the rest of us, because we use something different at my company. But still know this. I would still recommend knowing this as well as your other companies, in case that other companies, their dot loop takes a dive for the day, or sky slope takes a dive for the day. You should really know this as well as the other one. I had an agent call me up yelling at me because her dot loop was down for the whole day, which I'm like, okay, I have dot loop as well. Mine wasn't down, but she yelled at me because I accepted a different offer because she wanted me to wait because her system wasn't down. I'm like, find another way, sign, fax, send it to me, but do something. So know your systems, guys. Do I need to show anything again? You can add your contacts through here. Well,
Sorry, I missed a question. So Jamie asked, how did you get rid of that initial? So sorry, I'm a little behind on seeing that question come up. Sorry.
okay. The initial, oh, okay, let me go back. Let me go to Afghanistan. Sorry, hold on.
Oh, yep. So you're probably doing exactly what she was mentioning. She says, I've had a hard time fixing something and deleting it after a mistake. So it's about getting back to where you were.
My fingers are cold, so it's not. And my phone is sensitive. Sorry, guys. It's not letting me click the right one that I want to click. All right, and when you grab that initial and bring it down, fingers are cold. Okay, I'm gonna just start a new form. Come on. All right, my phone is freezing today. Oh, thinking. All right, it just booted me out. All right, you said, where did I get? Up at the very top where it had the initials or the pen where it said initial, when you click on it and it dropped it down, it had sign, it had the date and things like that. So you just click on what you wanted to go from there. And then you drag it and you drag it to where you want to place it. If it's in the wrong spot, it's just like it is on our desktop. You click the little trash can right next to it and it'll delete it right off. Just take your time, review it before you hit off to send. And my fingers are cold and it's just being a pain today. Does she understand that?
I don't have any more questions from her at this time.
And you can still, I'm showing you my phone, it doesn't look that way. You can still add in text in a form. It's just hard to read. As I said, the reader's really bad. And it won't let you turn your phone sideways to take a look at it. So you just gotta zoom. And you can type in your address here. I'm gonna say done, and we're gonna take it to get a signature. So this way you can see that. My finger is not working it. I'm sorry, it's not working for me. I'm sorry, Debbie.
That's okay. System could be a little busy too.
I think everyone's playing with it. Yeah, it's me. It's not working for me today. All right. I am sorry, guys. It does work. I use it all the time. I really do love it, especially now since we're always in our car. Just take your time. Just like we tell you in class, take your time. Mark up your own house, sell your own house, and play with it on your phone. We got nothing but time right now. Play with it. And, you know, learn the technologies that we do have. This is a great crash course for everyone to sit down and learn and play back and forth. You can reach out to Debbie. She can put you in contact with one of us to help you problem solve. Debbie's really good with technology. Are you still there, Deb?
I sure am.
Anything else? I can't get this work. Let me pull off.
Well, we've hit, let's see, we've got Homesnap. So again, guys, sometimes, you know, there's so much information in these classes, take them more than once. We've got another one scheduled for next Friday morning. It is Good Friday. However, We'll make sure to have you out of our webinar in time for you to get to webinar church. We're doing all that we can. So Homesnap, ShowingTime, and Transaction Desk. ShowingTime, not as important at this minute minute in time. Come next week and a couple more days, you'll definitely be able to get the use out of that. We just got to rearrange the way we normally do our business. So it's on the listing agents right now to change up their listings, to get a video in there, to be a ShowingTime video so they can actually request a showing and have a video sent to them. So remember, we can still track everybody who is viewing the homes. So if a price reduction does happen, that listing agent can email everybody that has viewed the home. It doesn't have to be by foot traffic, it can be by virtual traffic too. So they saw the home, but just in a virtual way. So we're still using ShowingTime to the best of our ability. We're just taking a left turn and trying to modify it to what we need right now. While all of our vendors are working hard to change the way our systems are working, we're all pushing them as hard as we can to make it happen. So Homesnap is going to be a great tool for your clients and for you. I love it. I love Homesnap. I think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. ShowingTime will definitely work for us again, and Transaction Desk. That's a huge, huge thing. Transaction Desk is the app that Franny was using the last. I think because it's only there for iPhones. So if you were an Android user and trying to download it, I'm sorry, but they have not released one for Android at this time. But don't worry, the cool thing is you can just you can open it up on the web and it will work that way. I've seen a lot of people do it that way. Cool, and maybe we'll even have a whole class dedicated to the Transaction Desk app if you guys would like to see a little bit more in depth of a transaction being created or a signing being created. Either way.
I think it'd be great.
Okay, there's no more questions at this time.
There's Connie Dunlap that had her hand up. I seen where that is. Does she need anything? Me unmute. You're unmuted, Connie. Did you need something?
Let's see. Oh, yep, Connie does have her hand up. Oh, she did just ask a question a second ago. So Connie would like something of a little bit more beginner Homesnap class. And actually, Connie, I've got a great webinar to send you to begin with too. So I will do that. Because that is straight from Homesnap, their Pro University. Cool, awesome. All right, Connie, good. Any other questions for Franny while we still have her?
Jennifer? No. I think we're good, right?
Awesome.
Well, that was fun teaching a class without seeing faces. Let me tell you that.
It is a new experience, isn't it?
Yes, because I can't see if I lost anyone's face. So, yeah. If you guys need any more help, you can reach out and do another webinar or reach out to Debbie, myself. Go to the university page. Great information there on our university page. We have a YouTube channel, MiRealSource does. That's a great source of watching videos. Anywhere else, Deb?
So I'll send out the link to our YouTube channel. This audio, this whole webinar has been recorded. I will edit it down a little bit to get it out onto our YouTube channel. I'll also send out information on Homesnap's universities where we can do more training. And then Jennifer Adelhawk also asked, what are we using to add virtual tours? So to do a virtual tour, I would ask my homeowner to walk around her home or his home, either way, with a recording device, generally their cell phone. So they're going to record a walkthrough of the house. They don't necessarily have to do the talking because, you know, people are very apprehensive about that. Tell them, look, I just need you walking through the home, and then you, the listing agent, will narrate this. And you can do that. You can edit it right on your iPhone or an Android as well. Now, to get the link to put that video into your showing, here's the key. You need to take that video from your phone and upload it to either YouTube, or Vimeo is another hosting site, but I've never used, I've seen videos on it, never uploaded. I've only uploaded to YouTube. So that's probably your easiest way to do it. And then you're going to, from YouTube, share that video, and you'll get the link, and you'll copy and paste that right into ShowingTime. And Jennifer, just so you know, on Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock, we will be hosting our next brand new class, which is the how to do virtual showings and virtual houses, open houses, sorry. So that's going to be by Colleen DeLang and Chris Van Bell, both realtors, just like Franny. So they are agents actually working in the field just like you guys. All right, so I hope to see everybody there. Don't forget, Thursday morning is the remote and paperless agent with Colleen and Dave Duries, our CEO. Thursday afternoon, we have another Instanet class and that virtual showings. Actually, we have 9 webinars in all this week to keep you guys occupied and learning.
Yay.
All righty. Yeah, because this working virtually stuff has been quite busy.
Technology challenge, making sure you have all the right.
All the classes are on a new platform. It's been a lot of work, and all this change, the staff is working very hard to get everything modified for our members.
Okay. I think we have them all right.
All righty. So I'm just writing a note about the virtual tool.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like we don't have any more questions, so we are going to, oh, what time is the remote and paperless agent webinar? That is from 3 to 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. All right, and you're welcome, Connie. All right, thank you everybody for attending.
Thank you.
All right, no other questions. I guess we'll be ending the webinar. Thank you, everybody. Right. And thank you, Franny, for taking your time today. We appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.